What? What? One, two, step left. Left foot right hand. What? Step back. Right hand, left foot. What? And step. That's right. There you go, stab. Body to the head. With the right hand, around the ring. Let's go off. He's drunk. 1, 2, what? 2. Double jab right here. Yeah, right hand, rock back, right hand. Right hand, rock back, right hand. Step over right hand. What? 1, 2, 3, right hand, left foot. What? What? 1, 2, step left. Left foot right hand. What? Step back. Right hand, left foot. What? And step. That's right. There you go, stab. Body to the head. With the right hand, around the ring. Let's go off. He's drunk. 1, 2, what? 2. Double jab right here. Yeah, right hand, rock back, right hand. Right hand, rock back, right hand. Step over right hand.
And there is Anthony Joshua training yet once again with Anthony Chill Wilson. Okay, Anthony Chill Wilson has been with Mike Tyson. He's been with Lennox Lewis. He's also practiced a bit with Tyson Fury and a lot of others. So he's been around. Okay. And let me counterpunch. I think that it's safe to say that Anthony Joshua is no longer with Ben Davison, which a lot of people would agree, I hear a lot of people talking about Malik Scott and Wilder should, separados. But, a lot of people, the equal amount of people are saying that about Ben Davison and Anthony Joshua. So it's good. I think it's safe to say that he's no longer training with Ben Davison. However, I'll leave you with this, looking at what Anthony's doing with Anthony Chill Wilson. I've seen guys like Anthony, get reinvented or interested in fighting, based on what I just saw that last minute of that demo of what I saw AJ, work the sticks with Anthony Chill Wilson. It's hard to see, or it's hard to say that he's not interested in fighting no more. I think he still has fight in him left. You know what I mean? To see, you can tell when people are not with it or not really interested or not really motivated to learn more in boxing. One thing about Anthony Joshua, he always wants to learn. And I think he always wants to learn because he wants to know more and more about the sport. Anybody that's interested in the sport of boxing in that way is not done. You know what I mean? Even though, if he loses again, market-wise, people will consider him done based on the amount of losses that he has, okay? Especially if it's a new, fresh challenge, like, let's say, like Kabayel or someone like that comes by and, gets him down or gets him out, or, he falls to the sword by one of those guys. But nonetheless, I can see enthusiasm in Anthony Joshua and what he's doing. You know what I mean? He looks like he's interested. He's on point. He's a little bit off of timing, but we don't know how long, he was in there training with those sticks like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of times, if that was the last set out of 10 or 11, you will begin to fatigue over time. It won't always be, it won't always be a crisp, combination. It's going to wing, especially when you start wincing or you start getting tired and you start getting fatigued. Those combos are not going to be the same speed. Bars. So keep that in mind, when you're looking at combinations from AJ. But no, he looked good. He looked like he's working on his jab. Anthony Chill Wilson, he's a new, fresh face to teach him new, fresh stuff, to get him remotivated. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of fighters were like that, Sugar Shane Mosley. Miguel Cotto was another one. Ricky Hatton. a lot of people. Oscar De La Hoya had many trainers. So, like these guys that are on the elite level, sometimes they do need to be recoached by someone fresh. As long as he keeps his hands up, I think that's imperative to defense, especially, if he wants to take on a big banger like Dubois again, because Dubois shocked everybody because of the lack of defense that AJ had. And that's what it was. It was the lack of defense. If he would have had his defense together, that fight would have went totally different. However, nonetheless, he's back training. He looks motivated. He looks like he's ready for another fight. So to say, hey, he doesn't look it, I think not. I think he looks like he's up for the challenge, whoever that may be. We don't know who his next fight is, but you guys tell me what you think about Anthony Joshua in this latest video footage with him and Anthony Chill Wilson. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.